Good evening, everybody, and welcome to TJK Network. My name is Tyler Kazuzak, and we welcome you here for our second game here. We are broadcasting on the main station. It is the Morris County Tournament for the boys, where Pequannock, the 10 seed, will be taking on 7-seeded Mendham. Let's get into the stats and your starting lineup for this game. So for Pequannock, they are entering this game as the 10 seed at a 13-4 record, 7-1 in the NJAC Independence Division. And for Mendham, they're coming in this game as the 7 seed at 13-6, and they are 6-3 in the NJAC American Division. So let's get into your starting lineup here. For Pequannock, it'll be Chella Rubino, Jack Picardo, Brian Van Letten, Seth B, and Michael D'Amico. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is completely free and helps us out a ton. Send this message to family and friends who can subscribe as we try to reach our big goal of 2,000 subscribers by the end of the 2025-2026 season. Be sure to also support our official sponsors of this broadcast, brought to you by BullBed.com and TopWaterBastards.com. Be sure to also check out the TJK shop. Link in the description below. It is tjk152.com/shop. Be sure to also follow our socials. We are available on Instagram and TikTok, and both are at TJK Network. And also be sure to check out our website. It is tjk152.com/network as we get ready for the national anthem here. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for our opening tip-off momentarily. Before we get into that, let's just show you the bracket here for the county tournament. So the first round is the 7 versus 10 seed. So Mendham is the 7 seed, and Pequannock being the 10 seed. And the winner of this game will be taking on the 2 versus 15, which is Madison being the 2 seed and Westmore's Central being the 15 seed. So that is your current bracket right now. So it's a little weird with the formatting compared to the girls. The girls had a first round and then a second round before it goes to the quarterfinal. The boys had that preliminary play-in round, and then now we're in the first round, and the winner will be going to the quarterfinal. So it's almost the same principle, but it is formatted a little bit differently. So just keep that in mind. So again, 7 versus 10 will take on the winner of the 15 versus the 2 seed in this county tournament matchup. Also, coming back on the air with me for this second game of this county tournament doubleheader, Billy DeMio. Welcome back.
Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great night. It's been a while since I've called this team. I believe during the holiday season, I called the Pequannock Jefferson game. Excited to see this team play again and see how much they have improved.
Yeah, again, they're 13-4 currently, and Mendham's 13-6, so two very good teams. Another thing we should mention is, again, I said it on the girls' broadcast, if you guys watched that earlier, the girls unfortunately lost that game. I think it was 63-34, if I remember correctly. Yes, it was 63-34, and Pequannock played Chatham. The girls were the 12 seed, Chatham was the 5, so unfortunately the girls are out of the county tournament. But Here we are with the boys' game coming up momentarily. Hopefully things are different here. Pequannock has played Mendham earlier in the season. It was on Tuesday, on January 27th, where Mendham came into Pequannock's barn and won that game 54-34, so by a 20-point margin. So nice little rematch here, this time at Mendham's own barn. Hopefully this time things are a little bit different here as we get ready for our opening first quarter here, as we get ready for tip-off. And here we go. So Mendham will win the opening tip-off here to get things started here as Mendham begins to set up here on offense, looking to strike first. So Mendham bringing this one in here. It is Brody Meisner. Gets the pass here. Now Mendham bringing this one in here. Shot here at the side by the Minutemen. And they strike first by hitting a three-pointer. So now Pequannock now with it here. Jack Picardo getting this one over to Chella Rubino. Now Seth B on it here, getting it over to Braden Van Letten. Now Jack Picardo back with it here. Chella Rubino bringing that one in, gets it over to Braden Van Letten. Braden Van Letten does not complete the pass back to Chella Rubino. That one's going to go out of bounds, and this one's going to go right back to the Minutemen. Bad mistake there by the Golden Panthers. And now the Mendham Minutemen are going to get this one back here. So Mendham looking to step back up here. Looking to try to make Pequannock pay there. As they bring this one in here at the side. That is Brody Meisner with it here. Handing this one off here. And now with it here is Ricard Farraguy. Now here at the side, Mendham taking the shot here, and they get another three-pointer here to take a 6-0 lead. So that turnover there by Pequannock by not getting that pass there and that ball going out of bounds costed them 3 points here, and now Pequannock trying to make up some ground here as they're back with it here. So Michael D'Amico here with it, and he'll turn it over. Go ahead, Billy, as you were saying.
This is just a strong start from Mendham here. Another turnover by Pequannock, but that was absolutely forced by Mendham's defense. They've got 2 3-pointers, 2 forced turnovers. They are starting out hot.
Yeah, so that second turnover there by Pequannock. Pequannock lucks out there as that ball comes loose. Pequannock bows for it. The officials called a jump ball and gave it to Pequannock. So Pequannock will come away unscathed here, and we'll get another look here to try to get something going on offense. To try to get on the board here as Jack Picardo brings this one in here. Jack Picardo tied up in some traffic there, but he gets the pass. Now Chella Rubino with it here. 5:48 to go in our opening frame here. Chella Rubino gets a shot here, close, and gets Pequannock on the board to make it a 6-2 game. 5:33 to go in the first here as Mendham takes this one back. As they look to try to add on to their lead. As Mendham takes a shot here. And this one takes a couple bounces off the rim, but finds its way in. It's another three-pointer. All of Mendham's scores so far have been three-pointers. As it's now 9-2. Seth B with it here for the Golden Panthers, looking to lay this one up here, but he hits the bottom side of the basket. And now the Minutemen will take this one back, looking to continue to add on to this decent lead that they've already began building. Shot here by Mendham. Again, another three-pointer. And that is going to result in a timeout here. Already a rough start here for the Golden Panthers, as they're already down 12-2. Mendham has just been dominant when it comes to shooting for 3 points.
Absolutely 4 for 4 on 3-pointers. That last one was actually from NBA range. Great shots from Mendham. This just looks like the same story from the girls' basketball game for Pequannock. there's just not a lot of defense out at the key that's causing these great offensive chances to sink in for Mendham.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Mendham again 4 for 4 on shooting for 3 points, and it's unfortunately has costed Pequannock here, and they need to find their way defensively. So here we are as we come out of timeout. Pequannock was the one that called the timeout, so they're down to 4 remaining. Mendham still got all 5. So Pequannock will bring this one in as they have possession here. Michael D'Amico getting the pass here to Brandon Van Len, laying this one up for 2. So Mendham bringing this one back here. Question is, will they go 5 for 5 on 3-pointers, as they have looked pretty sharp when it comes to shooting from 3-point range. So Mendham here, we're going to set up again here. As they bring this one in here, trying to get a shot here up close here. This time it's no good. So now Pequannock will take this one back here. And we'll lay this one up for 2. It's now a 6-point game. 3:40 to go in the first. Mendham now back with it here as Nick Laloya, if I pronounce that correctly, will bring that one in here as Mendham gets a pass here and a shot here by number 35, Colin Pajunas. Bounces off the rim there, and now Pequannock will take this one back. As it's still a 6-point game, so Pequannock looking to regain some ground here. Jack Picardo on here. Seth B now with it for the Golden Panthers. Getting a pass out here to Jack Picardo. Now Chella Rubino with it here. Pequannock taking their time here, looking to try to find an open spot here. Jack Picardo now back with it here, right around center court. We'll get this one to Michael D'Amico. And now Chella Rubino on it here, trying to get on the inside here. Chella Rubino tries to lay this one up here, but he comes up short there. And now Mendham going for their own layup, and they cash in for 2.
Nice shot there. Just another quick break by Mendham. Usually their offense is generated from the key, but they've just shown that they can make some great plays off of good turnovers. Pequannock has to do a better job at these breaks, but they just obviously happen at some points.
Yeah, I fully agree with that statement here. As this one's going to go out of bounds, and this one's going to go right back to Mendham.
Mendham is loving that call. They have all the momentum going on. It appeared that the defender threw it right at Jack Picardo, so it went out on him to regain possession. A smart play.
We got a turnover here, though.
Picardo.
And Pequannock is able to score 2 there. So Pequannock able to make up some ground there off a Mendham turnover forced by the Golden Panthers on the defense side of things. And now Mendham bringing this one back here. Nearly knocked away again and turned over there to Michael D'Amico. But Mendham holds on and protects the ball as they look to lay up here. But they hit the side of the basket. And now Pequannock will take this one back and try to make Mendham pay here. So Jack Picardo gets this one over here to Chella Rubino, taking a far shot there. And this one hits the backside of the rim of the basket. And now Mendham bringing this one back here. 1:13 to go in our opening first quarter here. And we are going to have a foul, looks like. Let's see. This one will go against Pequannock. It is not a shooting foul, but Mendham will maintain possession here. That foul was on Seth B for Pequannock. And Mendham turns it over here. And now the Golden Panthers will take this one back here. Russell Etta now bringing it in. Jack Picardo now with it here. 1 minute remaining to go in this first quarter here. Pequannock looking to try to get some crucial points here to get this game a little closer here. Seth B now on it. Seth B gets it over to Chella Rubino. Urbino gets it over to Jack Picardo. 33 seconds to go here. Seth B now on it, getting it over to Russelletta, taking a shot here, and he hits the left side of the rim there, but Pequannock holds on here, trying to get a rebound try here. Seth B cashes in for 2. It's now a 4-point game at 14-10 with 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. So now Mendham looking to respond here as the clock begins to wind down here. 5 seconds to go in the first. Mendham here with a shot opportunity, but they're not able to hold on to that ball. It's knocked away out of bounds. Great defense by Pequannock here as we end off the first quarter here with only Pequannock trailing at 14-10 after Mendham just went crazy there with the 3-pointers. And now we'll be entering the second quarter momentarily. Any insights, Billy?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was just a key example of the value of timeouts. I mean, you're down 10, you're Pequannock. You really just got to call a timeout there to slow down the play. I mean, counties have a lot of pressure, a lot riding on them. So if you just slow everything down with a timeout, you come out with a clearer head. And that's shown for Pequannock. I mean, you get 5 timeouts in a basketball game, and that's just an effective use of one. They go on a huge run there, Pequannock, going 8-2 after that timeout in the
I was
last
just going to
4
say that
minutes.
to you. They were down 12-2 when the timeout was called, and ever since then, Mendham's only managed to score 2 points. Pequannock scores 8. So as you said, yeah, they have outscored Mendham 8-2 since going down 12-2 with that crucial timeout. So that definitely changed the pace there and got Pequannock to settle in. And we'll see if they can continue to ride on that momentum here going into the second. They have looked a lot better since that timeout. So good pointer there, Billy.
Yes, absolutely. We could see an upset here maybe with how Pequannock's playing.
Of course. So here we are as we get ready for the second quarter. So again, Mendham was up 12-2, and since the timeout, Pequannock has outscored Mendham 8-2 to now make this a 14-10 game. Mendham up by 4 points, and it looks like Mendham over-dribbled this one. We saw this call with the girls' game earlier. You mentioned that one, Billy, and now Pequannock is going to get this one back.
Yeah, it just seems like Mendham is on the ropes right now. They're playing a little complicated after Pequannock got some points on the board. They just got to keep it simple. I mean, if those shots from the 3 key work, then they should just keep ripping them.
Yes, indeed. I completely agree with you on this. So let's see if Pequannock can try to get something here off of Mendham there, turning the ball over after an official called it an over dribble here. As Pequannock holds on here. Jack Picardo here, bringing this one in. Jack Picardo taking a shot here, and he scores 3, and it's now a 1-point game. Pequannock has continued to respond since that timeout where they were down 12-2. It's just been all Pequannock since then. And now Mendham looking to try to hold on to their 1-point lead here. And Mendham was almost running out of time there on passing it, but they're able to get on time. But Mendham here nearly turns it over here. That one nearly went out of bounds there if that Mendham player wasn't far out there. They nearly messed up on that pass, but they hold on. Mendham trying to bring this one in here, looking to get a layup here. They do. They get 2. As Mendham tries to hold on to their lead, it's now 3 at 16-13. Now Pequannock bringing this one back here. Jack Picardo gets it to Cello Rubino. Now Jack Picardo back with it here. Now Cello Rubino gets it to Russelletta, taking a shot here, and Russelletta not able to get that one. Mendham now taking this one back here. Mendham laying this one up, and they get 2. So Mendham's starting to respond a bit now from this surging Pequannock offense here to try to dampen down the momentum as they still maintain their lead, now at 18-13. But Pequannock still in it here, looking to try to get some points here. Seth Biana here gets it over to Braden Van Latten, who brings this one in here. Braden Van Latten gets 2 here for the Golden Panthers. Brody Meisner here, bringing it in here for the Minutemen. Gets the pass here to Jake Anglese. And now here at the side is Ricard Farragai here. Nearly went out of bounds there, but Mendham keeps it in here, and they're able to capitalize on 2 points here as they continue to maintain their lead here, as it's now at 5 at 22-15. Brayden Van Len now with it here for the Golden Panthers. Brayden Van Len lost the ball there, and now Mendham bringing this one in here. We had a whistle here, so that layup by them is not going to count. It is a foul on Pequannock here. It'll be on Brayden Van Len. It happened right around center court. So Mendham will continue with the possession still in this 5-point game, as Mendham brings this one in here. But now they get this one out here and try to lay this one up from the side here. That was Colin Pajunas, but couldn't get it. And now Pequannock will take this one back here. Jack Picardo on it here, taking a shot here from a distance, and he scores 3. And it's now a 2-point game at 20-18 with 4:10 to go in this second quarter. And one of the Mendham players gets knocked over here. We're going to get a foul. It'll be on Pequannock. It's going to go against, looks like Michael D'Amico. So now the Minutemen, again, will still have possession after that foul on D'Amico. And we'll look to try to keep their lead still, as it's now at 2 points. Mendham was looking to take the shot there, but they choose not to. They try to go in here for the layup, but we're going to get a foul. It'll go against Pequannock. It'll be on Jack Picardo. Coming to the free throw line will be number 24, and that is Talon Wiemeyer, who gets the first one here. Wiemeyer looking to go 2 for 2, and he does. So 3:45 to go in this second quarter, in this first half of the game here. Mendham still up, but Pequannock has been responding as they look to continue to keep this game close. As Cello Rubino tries to lay it up there, he's not able to get it. It goes off the back glass, but Pequannock holds on still. As Michael D'Amico here, able to get the rebound here and make it a 2-point game again at 22-20. So Mendham here looking to set up here again. Mendham taking a shot here from a distance, and he hit this one off the back of the basket. And now Brayden Van Len rushing in with some speed. Brayden Van Len trying to lay this one up. That one rolls its way in to tie the game at 22. It has been an entertaining game so far in this first round of the Morris County Tournament between the 10th-seeded Pequannock Golden Panthers and the 7th-seeded Mendham Minutemen. Excuse me on that. So Mendham
these are the games.
to bring this one in here. Sorry about that, Billy. Continue on.
It's all good. These are the games that you gotta watch and you gotta love. These games, they're just close competition. Every play matters. That missed shot right there by Mendham could cost the game if you think about it with how this game is going. But you never know.
Yeah, now Pequannock looking to try to take the lead here as a shot here by Cello Rubino goes off the right side of the rim. Mendham bringing this one in here. Looking to take a shot here from the side, and they score 3. And we're going to get a timeout here. So Mendham up 25-22. Pequannock still waiting for their chance to try to take the lead here, but they were close. So the timeout will be on. Actually, hasn't updated yet. We'll see what it is momentarily. What timeouts remaining?
I believe it's a Pequannock timeout because they had possession after the points.
Yes, you are correct. So yeah, the Pequannock will be down to 3 timeouts remaining. It still says they have 4. We'll see if they update that because Pequannock has taken their second timeout of this game. Mendham still has all 5 of theirs. So 2:04 to go in this. Oh no, we were wrong, Billy. It's actually a Mendham timeout. It just went down to 4 Mendham timeouts remaining. So Mendham was the one that took the timeout. So Pequannock still has all 4 of theirs still. They've only used their 1 since they were down 12-2. That's the only one they've used. So yeah, we were actually wrong. So apologize on that, guys. Mendham took the timeout, so now they're down to 4 timeouts remaining. And same for Pequannock with their 4. So a minute and 55 to go here in this second quarter here. Cello Rubino taking a shot here from a distance, trying to go for 3, but he hits the backside of the basket. Mendham trying to lay this one up here. This one they're not able to get. And a rebound there. And they get it, but the officials are going to wave that one off here. We're going to get a foul. It'll be on Pequannock. It'll be on Cello Rubino. Pequannock with 4 fouls in this second quarter. Mendham has none. So Mendham will maintain position here, looking to extend their lead as they're up by 3 at 25-22. Shot here by Mendham from a far distance. This one just goes off the back glass here, a little bit over that basket. And now Pequannock looking to get a chance here. And Seth B turns that one over. And now Mendham rushing in here. And they lay up for 2. Mendham, we saw in the previous matchup at Pequannock, they have been a team that uses a lot of layups to score their points. That is usually what they have done. And that's what we saw in the previous game. They have definitely gotten their chances when it comes to laying up the ball, but also their 3-pointers were absolutely dominant in the first few minutes of the first quarter. So 32 seconds to go here in this second quarter here. And this one's going to be turned over here to Mendham. I believe Pequannock took too long to pass that one, if I'm not mistaken.
Looks like a travel I saw there.
Oh, it was actually a travel. All right. So a travel there is going to give the ball to Mendham. So 19 seconds to go here. Mendham in possession here. They're going to look to try to get a late score and drive here, potentially, as the clock begins to run down to 10 seconds before our halftime. Shot here by the Minutemen. This one is no good. And Pequannock with a couple seconds here. Shot here from a distance. And now it hits the back glass. So that's going to do it here for first half of this game. It's been an entertaining one. Pequannock trailing 27-22 entering halftime. Any insights, Billy, before we enter our intermission?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a 5-point game. The Minutemen have the lead right now, but I mean, if Pequannock doesn't play flustered like they did in the first half of the first quarter, then I think they have this in the bag. I feel like they slowed down a little bit after that timeout by the Minutemen, but they just got to keep rolling. We need to see another 8-2 run like they had in the second half of the first quarter. If they really want a shot at coming back and winning this game, it is possible, but it will take a lot of skill, a lot of good defense, and a lot of clutch shots from the offense.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. We saw, again, they were down 12-2, and, one simple timeout to get the team settled in caused them to go on an 8-2 tear against the Minutemen. But Pequannock, despite them in the second quarter, they have been consistently scoring. It's been a lot more consistent, but Mendham has been just getting those simple layups and simple shots, and also off of some Pequannock fouls there, they've been able to maintain their lead. But of course, Pequannock has been inching their way closer and closer here. It was tied at 22 at some point, and Pequannock was just off the rim, bounce away from it going in, and potentially them taking the lead. But Pequannock has plenty of time here in the second half, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they could do here. It has been an entertaining game thus far here. But anyways, We will head into our halftime intermission here on TJK Network. We will see you shortly. Welcome back, everybody, to TJK Network as we get ready for our second half with this third quarter coming underway shortly. Pequannock is trailing by a score of 27-22 against Mendham in this first round Morris County tournament matchup, but it's overall been a very entertaining first half. Of course, Pequannock was down 12-2 after Mendham went 4 for 4 on their first 4 3-point attempts, and they got them all to go up that big. And put Pequannock in a pretty unfortunate situation, down 12-2. But Coach Horetsky called a timeout, and Pequannock went on an 8-2 tear to bring this game within more closer distance. And of course, Mendham has maintained a little bit more consistent score and to maintain their lead, but Pequannock has been always keeping it within reach. Any insights, Billy, before we enter the second half?
Yeah, absolutely. Since that timeout by Coach Horetsky, the scoring has been 15-10 favoring 2015 favoring Pequannock, excuse me. I mean, it's interesting to see how Pequannock will come out this second half. They have done film on Mendham, especially since their loss by 20 last time they played in the regular season. This is a big game to get some revenge. It'll be interesting to see how they try to play against Mendham and their constant desire to score 3-pointers.
So here we are as we enter the third. As Pequannock will start off here with the ball here, looking to try to get things going here early. Seth B with it here, heading it off. And the layup there is no good. That was by Cello Rubino here. He was not able to get it. And now Mendham will take this one back here. Seth B there, trying to cover up the layup there. But Mendham still gets it. Jack Picardo with it here. Getting it here to Brendan Van Len. Now Seth B on it here. Now Michael D'Amico on it. Michael D'Amico getting it over to Cello Rubino. Pequannock taking their time here. Jack Picardo gets it to Brendan Van Len. Brendan Van Len bringing this one in here. And he hits this one off the back glass here. The rebound knocked loose. And Pequannock holds on to it. So Pequannock looking to get another try here. And they continue here on offense. Van Len there at the side, gets the pass to D'Amico. Now Seth B here taking the shot here, and he hits the front of the rim. Mendham taking this one back now. Mendham here trying to get close to the rim here, and I believe they may have stepped out of bounds here because Pequannock is going to get this one back. I think they stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, lucky break for Pequannock there. That would have been another 2 points and would have caused a 9-point lead. Pequannock is trying to hang on here right now. They got to get some points on the board if they want to win this game.
And we got a turnover here. As Mendham's going to get this one back here. That one was knocked loose. Pequannock tried to maintain possession but couldn't. So now Mendham's going to get a chance here on offense again here to extend their lead even further. So Mendham looking to set up here again. They lay up here and get two. As it's now 31-22 Mendham. So Pequannock now looking to get some points here. They definitely need some. Cello Rubino tries to get a pass here, but this one's just going to get turned over here to Mendham as they rush in here for the layup. And this one's no good here. Foul for the rebound. Mendham holds on here. Looking to get a second try here. 5:22 in this third quarter remaining. Ball knocked loose there, but Mendham holds on to it. Mendham trying to go for a layup there, but Pequannock guards them off here. But Mendham will rush in again here. And we'll get two, and we're going to get a foul. It'll be on Pequannock here, so Mendham will get an attempt here for an additional point coming up at the free throw line. It'll be number 24, Talon Wiemeyer, who tries to get this additional one here, and he does.
Wiedemeyer is 3 for 3 on free throws today. He has been doing great right at that line.
For sure, and now Pequannock here starting to slip a little bit far behind here as they've yet to score here in this third quarter. Shot here by Cello Rubino. He hits the front side of the rim, and this one is picked up by Mendham. Mendham here had a wide open try there, but they choose to pass here. Knocks loose, foul for the ball, and Mendham holds on to it here. Wiedemeyer trying to get the shot there as the Pequannock player falls down. This one hits the side of the backboards here, and we're going to get another foul. This will be on Pequannock here. It'll go against FB. It was not a shooting foul, so Mendham is just going to maintain possession here. So Mendham here looking to continue on, extending their lead, currently at 34-22. So Wiedemeyer here with it here. Handing this one over to Jake Anglese. Now Birdie Meisner with it here for the Minutemen. Hands it over back to Wiedemeyer. Wiedemeyer nearly loses it there. And we're going to get a foul. We on Pequannock once again. Braden Van Len gets called for the foul. So Mendham looking to make Pequannock pay here as they continue here on offense here. They've been running the clock here on top of that by keeping the ball in possession inside of Pequannock's own side of the court. Brody Meisner with it here. Now Wiedemeyer gets it back to Meisner. And Mendham trying to lay this one up here. Pequannock covers here, so Mendham gets a couple passes here and tries to take a shot here for three. And this one is no good, and this one's going to go out of bounds. And this one will go to Pequannock. So Mendham up still 34-22. Pequannock looking to try to get some points here in the second half as they've yet to score any. Cello Rubino with it here. Getting it over to Michael D'Amico. D'Amico bringing this one in here with a small shot, and he gets two. And Pequannock is now finally on the board here in this second half here. It's now a 10-point game at 34-24, and it looks like we're going to get a timeout called here. And he incites Billy.
Those are the first points for Pequannock in the half. They come 7 minutes in, I believe. That is just unacceptable if you're trying to win a game here. More offense needs to be generated by Pequannock if they want to win, and it just not has shown during this half.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. You know, we've seen it before. You know, that one time up by Pequannock changed the absolute entirety of the momentum, but it's just been slowed down again by Mendham and their defense. Not sure who called the timeout here. It still says both teams have 4, so we'll just wait until it drops down and we'll make the correct call this time. So here we are here with Mendham in possession again. So Mendham here looking to set up again with 2:58 to go in this third quarter here. They're up by 10. Pequannock, of course, trying to crawl their way back in it here, and we're going to get a foul. It is on Pequannock, their 4th foul in this third quarter. It is on Cello Rubino, who has 2 fouls in this game so far. So Mendham here with it here. Wiedemeyer bringing this one in. And the layup there is good for 2. As Mendham continues to extend on their lead. So Pequannock bringing this one back here. They need to get some offense going here, as they've been falling behind a little bit here. And a great play there by Seth B. He gets 2 for Pequannock, much needed to keep this a 10-point game. But Pequannock needs to stop the Mendham offense here from scoring more. So Pequannock bringing here on D, looking to try to battle for this one here as he knocks it loose. And we got a foul here, looks like. So Pequannock on defense there, able to knock that one loose here. It looks like it'll go against Mendham. So the foul's on Mendham. It's on number 20, Jake Englis. So Pequannock will have the ball here. So great turnover there, forced by the Golden Panthers on defense, as we were saying. So 2 minutes and 1 second to go here in this third quarter here. Pequannock can try to make Mendham pay here, try to get some crucial points here off this Mendham turnover. And foul on top of it. Jack Picardo on it here. Getting it over to Michael D'Amico, taking a shot here, and this one is no good. That one goes off side of the rim there, and a bit of the back glass, and Mendham brings this one back here, and we'll get a layup for 2 points. So a minute and 30 to go in this third, as Van Lanen tries to go for 2, and he can't bang that one home. Foul for here, and Mendham gets another 2 here to make it 40-26. Mendham's defense has kept Pequannock from scoring, and on top of that, Pequannock has not been able to hold down Mendham when it comes to their layups, which is what they've been doing as of late, just to get some points on the score sheet. Brandon Van Lanen here. There's less than a minute to go here in this third. 46 seconds to be exact. Layup here by Russelletta. And it's no good, but we get a foul. It's on Mendham. It'll be on Jake Englis again. It'll be his second foul here. 42 seconds to go in this third. This first one here is no good by Russell Etta here. We'll try to at least go 1 for 2. Russell Etta there gets the second one to at least go 1 for 2. And now Mendham will bring this one back in here. Mendham nearly turns it over there. Blocked pass there by Pequannock, but Mendham was back enough for they were able to recover it and re-enter here. Mendham there able to score 2. Honestly, that looked like an offensive foul, if I'm being honest. That was missed right there. Seth B was like knocked down there and nothing was called. Couldn't really see it that well, but it definitely looked like an offensive foul that Mendham got away with here. Pequannock here trying to get a late shot here, but they're not able to get it here as the buzzer sounds to end off our third quarter. And we'll now enter the fourth, with Mendham up 42-27.
Yeah, it looks like bad. Evan stocked in the face here, down inside under the net. I don't know what the explanation by the refs there is for no call, but we play on, and it's just been all out Mendham. It's been a 15-5 run for Mendham as they just power through Pequannock. It seems like Pequannock has lost all steam, and Mendham is just outworking them.
Yeah, for sure. And you can see Coach Turetsky talking to the officials there on that missed call that could have been crucial for possession. And also on top of that, Mendham also scored 2 off a layup following that hit on Seth B. So again, that's 2 points there given up by Pequannock. And on top of that, Pequannock could have had that ball. So again, definitely questionable there. Coach Turetsky definitely got an explanation there. So we'll see what happens in the fourth year as we continue on here. Unfortunately, it's just a missed one there And Pequannock will just have to continue on here just to look to find a groove here as they're down 42-27 here. As Pequannock has had it close, but they've let this gap slip as Mendham gets ahead further here. So here we are as we enter the fourth and final quarter here. Pequannock needs to get going here. They want any chance here in coming back. So here we go. So Mendham here with it. Colin Pajunas with it here. Gets it over to Wiemeyer.
Seems like Mendham was not happy that the ref didn't make the call there. Looks like a little push and shove with Mendham having the ball. But we'll get a foul here, it seems like.
Yeah, let's see who it's on. It's going to be on Pequannock. It's going to be on Seth B., who will get his third foul of this game. It'll be a shooting foul, so coming to the free throw line will be Wiemeyer, and as you said, he's a perfect 100%. And he continues on that for right now, because he gets his first one here. He'll look to go 2 for 2 here to maintain that perfect percentage. And that second one, have a couple bounces and rolls there. It makes its way in. He continues there to be perfect on the free throw line.
That's 5 for 5, and that's a difference maker when you look at the score sheet and the end. He is having a day.
And a huge three-pointer here by Pequannock to make it a 44-30 game here. Pequannock needs more than just three-pointers. They need a lot more points here if they want to get back in it. Shot here by Mendham. It goes off the front of the rim. So Pequannock will get this one back with 7 minutes to go here in this game. Jack Picardo hands it off to Russelletta. Hand it off to Van Letten, who takes a shot here, and this one goes off the backside of the basket. So the Minutemen back with it here. Shot here at the side, and the Minutemen get 3. Shot here by Pequannock here. This one hits the front side of the rim. Knocked loose. We'll get a whistle here. Let's see. It's going to be a foul. Yes, it will be. On Pequannock. It'll be on number 5, Braden Van Letten. His third foul of the game. So Mendham back here with the ball here as they bring this one in. Looking for the layup. They get it. Mendham has continued to go on a tear offensively as they force a turnover here. And now, get a whistle here. See if we got a foul. Doesn't look like it. Oh, here we go. Yes, we got a foul here. It was on Pequannock. It took a little while there for it to update, but Pequannock now at 3 fouls here in this fourth. So Mendham here with it. .55 to go here in the fourth. Mendham taking their time here. Mendham also looking to drain the clock.
Another foul will help.
Yes, it'll be on Braden Van Letten. He'll get his 4th foul now. And that's also 4 fouls in this quarter for Pequannock. Mendham has been overall relatively clean when it comes to fouls. They have not gotten that much in this game. So Mendham has maintained a clean game here. While Pequannock here has committed a lot of fouls here. Out of desperation when it comes to defensive plays. As Mendham continues here, just making some quick passes and fast passes here just to keep the ball away from Pequannock here. As again, they're up big here. And we'll get a foul on Pequannock again. This will be on Jack Picardo for his 3rd foul. It'll be a shooting foul, so Wiemeyer comes to the free throw line again and gets the first one. And it is now a 20-point game in favor of Mendham. So Mendham has really cemented themselves in this game here. And they'll look to extend it even further, and they do. Wiemeyer continues to remain perfect on free throw attempts.
7 for 7, too. Not a lot of players hit 6 or 7 free throws every game, but Talon is just knocking them down like it is nothing.
We're going to get a timeout here. It'll be on Pequannock, so they're down to 3 timeouts remaining. That previous timeout, they never updated. Now they will. So that last timeout was actually by Pequannock as they removed 2. So it was Pequannock with the last timeout. So now they're down to 2 after this one. So Mendham still has 4. Pequannock now down to 2. Things are starting to get dire here for the Golden Panthers as they're down 51-30 here. So they're down by 21.
This game, this second half, I think it's overall just summarized by Mendham having a killer instinct. They have came out here from the locker room. They've decided that they want to finish this team off, and they've succeeded in doing that. They're up by 21, and they have picked off where they started from the second half. From the first half, excuse me, where they went on a pretty nice run to end it.
Yeah, Pequannock looked very good after that first time that they had, after being down 12-2, but ever since then, it's been all Mendham as they've maintained their lead. And they continue to dominate here in this second half with only 5:22 remaining in this game here as we're in the fourth quarter. As Mendham looks to wrap things up on a good enough for their end of the game. Pequannock here has struggled. Michael D'Amico on it here. Getting it over here to Jack Picardo. Jack Picardo here. Trying to get a shot here, and he's taken down there, and I'm not sure if that was another foul potentially on Mendham that was missed. I couldn't tell there. It looked like he was knocked down, but regardless, we're going to play on here, and Mendham's going to have the ball here as they bring this one in. Wiemeyer on it here. And the chance there for them is going to hit the siding of the net. And then Pequannock tries to lay up one here, and they're going to hit the siding of the backboard. Now, Billy, I want your opinion on this. Was that another missed foul right there, potentially?
Yeah, I was going to leave a comment on it. I don't know either. I'm just going to give the official the benefit of the doubt there that Picardo maybe fell on his follow-through of the shot.
Or was blocked?
I'm not sure. It could have been blocked, yeah. I didn't see any contact between Picardo and the defender.
I couldn't tell either. So that may have been just a good play there, and Picardo has lost his footing, but yeah, for sure. But Cello Robina here, taking a shot here. He gets 3. So 4 minutes and 18 seconds to go in this game here. Mendham with it here. So the previous game at Pequannock on January 27th, when these two teams faced in the regular season, it was a 54-34 20-point win for Mendham. In this game, it's 51-33 Mendham. So it's going to be almost identical here when it comes to the margin. As Mendham here gets a nice wide open chance here, and a shot there is good for 3.
What a pass, just across the court. One-handed hook over the arm into the player's hands for that three-pointer. That's those passes that they make at the NBA level. That was just outstanding.
Yeah, wide open shot too, and we're going to get a foul, looks like, too. It'll be on Mendham. It'll go against Ricard Farragai. And it'll be a shooting foul, so Pequannock to the free throw line. And this one's no good here. That's Cello Robina at the free throw line. His first one doesn't go. He'll try to at least go 1 for 2. Rubino at least will go 1 for 2. And we're now at the score that was the final score in the January 27th meetup, which was 54-34 with 3:27 to go here as Mendham gets another 2 here. So we'll definitely have more scoring here compared to the previous meeting. Rubino will bring this one back here. Shot here by D'Amico. That one bounces off the left side of that rim. And we'll get another foul here.
That foul's on Picardo, and that definitely looked like a foul. Well-deserved shooting foul for Mendham. Just a lot of push and shove I saw there.
Yeah, so
I think that one was warranted.
Yeah, so Pequannock got 5 fouls. That's Picardo's 4th here. Wiemeyer at the free throw line again. He gets another. And also, I think it's now an intentional foul as Pequannock is trying to get possession here. And Wiemeyer, after being perfect, finally misses one here. After having that good stretch here, but still. Incredible, though, on the free throw line. So 2:50 to go here. It's 57-34 Mendham. And Wiemeyer back on it here. Wiemeyer gets a good pass here. And another good pass there, and a shot there by Ricard Farragai there is no good, but good chance there for the Minutemen. With 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here. Jack Picardo on it here, and we're going to get another foul here. So that one was on Wiemeyer. And we're also going to get a timeout, looks like, on top of that. Questionable music being played here. We have muted it due to copyright, of course. We're playing Wheels on the Bus here. I don't know if you want to mention
Yeah,
that,
I was
Billy.
going to make a comment on it.
I was wondering if you're going to comment on that. I was about to say, I'm like, interesting song choice to play here in the timeout here.
I was a little confused and shocked to even talk. I mean, this is a little out of pocket for a high school basketball game, in my opinion, but I digress.
So here we are as we come out of this timeout. So 2:27 to go in the fourth. Mendham's up by a big margin here at 57-34. So Pequannock with the possession here, looking to continue on here. That timeout was used by Mendham, so Mendham with 3 remaining, Pequannock still with 2. As they just updated it. Mendham here with it here. Bringing this one in. And looks like we're going to get another foul here. These are intentional fouls. Should mention that. To try to get possession here. That's what Pequannock's trying to do here. They're intentionally fouling here to try to get possession here. We're going to have a bunch of substitutions here on top of that. As looks like Mendham's going to rest a lot of their starters here. Again, like what we saw with the girls' game. Where Chatham rested a lot of their starters here to prevent injury, which unfortunately we saw with one of the girls' players for Pequannock, that being Marissa Vega. Hopefully she is all right. If you guys have watched that game, that was at 5:15 earlier before this game here. Wiemeyer at the free throw line. He gets the first one there. I'll let you continue on, Billy, there.
Absolutely. Vega slipped on the floor, went down hard and hurt her knee. Wishing the best for her. But yeah, with a 25-point lead now, there's no need to play any starters for either team. I think this game has been wrapped up with a nice little bow. Mendham will move on. But hey, Pequannock's just playing for pride here. Try and get some points on the board and pad the stats.
Yeah, for sure. And again, just the same thing we said with the girls, though. I mean, counties is very hard to win. And they're also lined up, just like the girls, to hopefully go on a good state run there. I could check what they are in the PowerPoints for when it comes to state playoff contention. They're currently sitting at the number 4 seed as well. So both the boys and girls teams looking very good here when it comes to state playoff contention here. 1:40 remaining here in this fourth quarter here as this ball comes out of bounds here. Let's see who will get this one. Looks like it'll be Mendham. So Mendham bringing this one in here. Looking to set up once again here. Shot here by the Minutemen, and they get 3. So now Pequannock bringing this one in. It's Derek Seapeel. Pequannock's also rested a lot of their starters here to get a bunch of their other kids in here. So Derek Seapeel in here. And looks like we will have another foul. It'll go against Mendham. And it'll be on number 23, Alex K. I'll let you try to announce that, Billy.
All right, let's do it. Koronowski. I think I got that.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the, I know you're better at pronouncing names than I am. So Derek Seapeel here is at the free throw line. He got the first one here. He'll try to go 2 for 2.
Yeah, a couple rough last names on these rosters. Same with Pequannock, like Bejaratevich took me a couple times to get.
Yeah, you're good at that. He tells me to call him Steph B, so that's why I've been calling him since I've started broadcasting for Pequannock basketball.
Fair enough.
So it's 62-35. Seapeel went 1 for 2 on those free throw tries here. Pequannock still in possession of the ball here. Derek Seapeel on it again with less than a minute to go. 53 seconds to go in this game. Seapeel trying to get in on the other side here. Lays up and gets 2. 43 seconds to go here in the fourth. As Mendham here has it here, though. Most likely just hold off the ball here from Pequannock here to run the clock, even though it is very much set in stone here when it comes to the victory for Mendham here as they get another 3-pointer. Seapeel trying to take a shot here, and that one hits the side of the rim here. And now Mendham will take this one back here. Less than 10 seconds to go here. 5 seconds remaining here. Mendham will just dribble this one out here. And that'll do it here. An unfortunate loss here for the Golden Panthers in the first round of the county tournament as they lose this one 65-37. So we'll have the handshakes here.
All I do is win being played in the background for Mendham. A well-deserved win for them. Their student section dressed in neon is loving it too. That was an enjoyable game for them. For Pequannock, though, it's back to the drawing board. I mean, just a rough loss in counties. But as you said before, Tyler, counties is a hard tournament to win, and Pequannock should not take any offense to it. They just got to keep rolling what they got. They are 13-5 now, and they still got great odds to win states.
Yes, they have a chance here to get right back on the drawing board. They have plenty of regular season games left as they try to climb back up and gain some ground when it comes to getting the best seed in the state tournament coming up, which will be later on this month here. And same for the girls too, as again, both these teams are the 4 seed, so both have looked very good, and we definitely hope we see a very good deep playoff run for both of the girls and boys teams for Pequannock. So that'll do it here for the first round of the Morris County Tournament here in Mendham, where they will take the victory with a final score of 65-37. Mendham will advance to an overall record of 14-6, and for Pequannock, they'll drop down to 13-5 on the season. Anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed this broadcast here on TJK Network. My name is Todd Kazazak, followed by my color commentator here,
Billy Tamio.
And we will see you in the next one. Our next broadcast on TJK Network will be on the radio station, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it will be. It will be on Friday, where the WMPQ PL hockey team will be taking on Ridgewood for the Big North Gold Cup. It's going to be a difficult game. WMPQ PL, the 8 seed, Ridgewood, the 1 seed. But we'll see what happens in that game. But be sure to tune in on TJK Network Radio for the Gold Cup tournament. And I wish you luck, Billy, for your side of the Big North Cup. You guys are the 3 seed for Wayne. You'll be taking on Fairlawn.
I appreciate it. All the luck to you guys too. Ridgewood's gonna be a tough one, being the 8 seed and playing the 1 seed, but you guys still do have a chance. I hope you all remember that. And hey, I mean, if you want to look back at 1980, there was a pretty good miracle.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right. Anyways, we hope you guys enjoy this broadcast on TJK Network. We will see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your evening, everybody. Peace out.